Because she's not going to jail if there's a contact. You are.
Well, nothing's going to happen here because he didn't violate my probation. I told him not to violate Judge Martin's probation. She obviously didn't think he violated her probation or she would have sanctioned him. Somebody thought it was a no contact when all I said is don't violate Judge Martin's.
Good morning, Your Honor. And good morning to you, Mr. Lucky. Attorney Josh Hadley appearing on behalf and with Mr. Ira Jones for today's scheduled show cause on the violation of probation allegation, Your Honor. Mr. Jones and I have had a chance privately before going on the record here, have advised him of the statutory right to a contested violation of probation hearing, as well as reviewed the allegations to the probation department. We are going to waive the statutory right to a hearing. Mr. Jones does not contest. In fact, I think the report itself even already had another hearing with Judge Martin a few days ago about this exact same incident.
All right, what violation of, was no contact?
Essentially, yes. It looks like I guess it would be probation conditions were modified by Judge Martin at the last time. Best I can tell from kind of the notes, it looks like at that point it was a clear, like no contact. So I don't know if it was no assaultive contact or no in person. I'm not sure what it was modified from.
Well, let's find out. Mr. Oakley? That's all right. That's all right. And Mr. Jones, what was the term of probation that the violation allegedly triggered?
Judge Martin did violate his case with us. There was contact made with the victim. After the hearing, the adult order was amended to no contact.
Okay.
So it was no assaultive contact was what my client was able to fill me in on.
Okay.
That was the missing gap there. So
Okay.
my understanding would be, yeah, the violation before the court is the technical violation, which is,
Yep.
yes, he violated in Judge Martin's court, but otherwise, I don't think there's really anything outstanding on this one.
Okay.
He's completed his work program days, that alcohol education class, mental health. He's going through the batter's counseling. So I think what we're just asking the court to do at this time would be to continue the probation order. My client has brought some concerning facts to my attention, which is, as we know, these no contacts, they're one-way streets. So he shares a child in common with the victim in this case. He's provided evidence to me. She's continuing to contact him. It's what I would consider not necessarily an essential nature. Our child is sick. It's ongoing contact. So he finds himself in a tough spot. So if I could have the Wayne County, thankfully they're here. It would be phenomenal if victims' rights could reach out to her and say, this is not going to help this situation at all.
Right.
So that's what we're looking to do. We're pleading responsible. I'm asking the court to impose no sanctions on this matter if it would consider it appropriate, and allow my client to move forward, and help we can get her to kind of back off of him would be appreciated.
All right, Mr. Lucky, anything to add for the people?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Jacob Leckie appearing on behalf of the people, P88400. So why I'm appearing and the issue that the people have, I guess, is when we were here with this court, we were deciding to go to trial or not. We had a off the record discussion about, what is the sentence likely going to be. Me and defense counsel basically stated, you know what, because this is not his first go around here. He obviously has probation with Judge Martin. He obviously has probation in this court. At sentencing, or I'm sorry, at the plea date, or no, at sentencing as well, Your Honor stated that, any contact and he's going to jail. That was what the people were asking for, and that is what we agreed upon. However, the probation terms were to continue on Judge Martin's probation, which was a no assaultive contact, which is not what was in our plea agreement necessarily. And so Judge Martin rectified that by making it no assault or no contact. Understanding that they did have a child in common, however, because of the repeated nature, we stressed no contact, because it's my understanding, if I remember correctly, I don't think he has parental rights.
And without getting too far from center, he has currently supervised parenting time that would be done down at Wayne County it'd be facilitated there, but I don't think we're asking even for the court to impose like a a limited contact, I'm saying no contact is appropriate. We're asking for it to just, I know we don't have control over her jurisdiction, but again, I would ask the prosecutor if we're gonna have this individual kind of being, well, they're seeking incarceration for violations of contact. And I think when you consider the facts that they have a child in common and she is initiating a lot of these contacts, it's problematic.
So let me make sure I understand what happened in Judge Martin's case.
Yes.
When this alleged violation came to her, she didn't sanction, she just clarified that it was a no contact for any reason, not just a no assaultive contact. Is that
That's correct, Your
correct?
Honor. And she was able to read the text messages, which are not, I mean, there's nothing related to child, and they're very nasty.
Good.
And that's the people's problem is this is, and the complaining witness, or I'm sorry, the victim in this case, he's been convicted. Frankly, is like he just keeps abusing the system, and we see it that way as well, Your Honor, and that's the issue I have.
And if she's reaching out to him, she's abusing the system.
Well, I don't have any notice of that, Your Honor.
Well,
I know, as an
I
officer,
have no reason to doubt that Mr. Hadley's, when he tells me he's seen the
Correct.
text messages, I have no reason to believe he hasn't.
Correct.
So, she can't have it both ways. She wants to chat him up for non-essential reasons. She's got to expect him to respond.
And I think in this situation it was him reaching out first, and now at this point she's just like, well, nothing's gonna happen, so
Well, nothing's going to happen here because he didn't violate my probation. I told him not to violate Judge Martin's probation. She obviously didn't think he violated her probation or she would have sanctioned him.
I understand that, Judge.
So I'm not going to sanction him because somebody thought it was a no contact when all I said is don't violate Judge Martin's.
Understood,
And
Judge.
I would highly recommend that somebody have a conversation with the lady and say, you can't complain about him reaching out to you if you're reaching out to him.
and Your
You
Honor,
gotta be smarter than that, though.
Well, like,
Dude. You gotta be smarter than that.
I haven't
Because she's not going to jail if there's a contact. You are.
understand that.
and I can confirm, at least from what I'm looking at here, Your Honor, is that he has not responded to these 2 days after they were in front of Judge Martin. The messages from what's been identified as her phone number, let me know when you actually want to be a family again, photos of the child.
So I never remember
Photos-
what it's called, but I know there's an app that they use a lot at the.
Our family wizard.
yeah.
I would suggest that that's the only way you communicate with this lady is through Family Wizard.
I haven't communicated at all since the last,
Well, that's unrealistic too, though, if you share a child in
I
common.
haven't seen
There
them.
may be an emergency, or set up a third party you can do something with.
And Mr. Leck, what I would state is, as my client right now has 1 hour a week of supervised, I think that they can facilitate this. I think the no contact can remain in place, and I think we've addressed asking
Yeah.
the Wayne County prosecutor to ask her to knock it off.
Mhm.
If he needs to get in touch with her about the parenting time issues, I think all that can be facilitated through the friend of the court downtown. I don't think we need to commingle the two.
Okay. All right.
It's different. Mr. Jones will have my number. We can address it with the court. I'll reach out to Mr. Lecky if we think that they need to get an Our Family Wizard app going.
Okay. All right. Anything else on that issue?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. Let's talk about money. You owe us $754. Are you on payments on that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Current?
Current.
Okay. All right. Be smart, guy. All right. I'm ready on Huziak.
Thank you, Your Honor. Attorney Josh Hadley, appearing on
Thank you,
behalf
Judge.
and with Mr. William Huziak. Mr. Lecky,
Mr. Lecky.
Huziak, please state your name for the record, good sir.
William Huziak. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Your Honor, Mr. Huziak and I will also be waiving our statutory right to a contested hearing. We had a chance to speak through what's going on. We're not in a tremendously different spot than we were last time before the court. So to get the formalities out of the way, we do admit that Mr. Huziak has not been able to yet engage with on-site testing. He did attempt to get this up and running online, but was unable to do so. Really, this all kind of circles back to lack of transportation. He does not have employment right now, which kind of all ties back in. He has started canvassing the area. He lives in New Boston, so not a lot of bus stops and a lot of things right nearby his home. But he has started putting out apps for, hourly jobs that are, bicycling distances, he said today, around the house. But right now, rock in a hard place financially. And nothing, I guess, the needle really hasn't moved forward in the way of being able to get the treatment or the testing squared away yet.
Yeah, it sucks.
You've got skill sets that are good enough that if you would actually show up and work every day, somebody would pick your ass up and take you to the job site, wouldn't they?
Probably.
But you can't hold a job. Why?
I had a job for 15 years, and then after my DUI, I just spiraled out of control.
That's my point. It's all connected, Mr. Huziak. That's why I told you in April, I needed you in treatment.
Gotcha.
You got to deal with the substance issues, and then you can deal with the employment issues. Tell me I'm wrong.
No,
There are guys that know what you're capable of doing that would send a guy to pick you up every day to put you on the job site, but they're not going to deal with the bullshit that the substance abuse brings. Am I right?
all right. I got you. I asked my cousins for jobs, you know what I mean? But they're slow right now, and my brother works for them, I live with my brother and my dad. So,
But once again, how much drama have you brought to the job site because of your drinking?
none.
None?
None.
All right.
Make a job.
No, I'm not, I don't mean because you're drinking on the job. I mean, because they wanted to start at 8 o'clock and you weren't rolling until 10 because you were hungover, that kind of stuff.
That never happened.
All right.
But I think,
What's,
no doubt, I think you'd be in agreement with Your Honor that the DUIs cause the licensing issues. And we know that runs, that starts the circle.
yeah, but it's more than not driving because I know guys that want what he can do on a job site and they provide transportation.
No, I just mean to kind of piggyback what you're saying is he acknowledges the DUI has been a problem with work, and not just because he was like hungover on the job, but because the DUIs really set the whole thing into a bad spot. So we're not disagreeing with you, Your Honor.
Listen, how many times have you reached out to her and said, look, I'm having trouble finding someplace I can do treatment?
I haven't.
I know. You're putting me in a situation where the only thing I can do is jail you. I don't want to jail you. I want to help you get treatment for this problem so you can get back and be a productive member of society. Dude, I know what you're capable of doing. You've had good jobs in the past, right?
Yeah, I have.
The skills that allowed you to make that kind of money are still there. We need them. We need guys that can build.
I know.
But you got to deal with the substance.
Gotcha. They
Wants to help. Listen, you know what her job description is?
to help me. I know. I got you. Gotcha.
She's got a social work mindset. She wants to help people. She doesn't want to punish people.
Right. I know.
But she's not going to come bang on your door and say, what can I do for you today?
Right.
You got any suggestions for me? You know what I need? I need him in treatment.
I know. And I explained, Mr. Huziak and I talked about this coming in, is that not having really what we need is a plan moving forward. We understand what's happened. We understand what's gotten us here. It's looking at what's going to have to happen to get this moving. Substance abuse treatment. I mean, I'm trying to think closest things from New Boston. Yeah, Hegar's not very far from there.
There's one in Sumter, I know of, on Sumter Road, at the pharmacy.
Schroeder counseling. So I agree. I mean, treatment's imperative at this point in time. He's also stating that.
You know I'm right.
I know. Yes, sir.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you until September 24th. He'll work with you. He'll help you build a plan. Ms. Tiroli will help you build a plan. But dude, if I don't have a good plan on the 24th of September, I got no option. I got to put you in jail.
And yeah, we'll look high and low, and I think one thing Mr. Huziak is not, at all unclear on, Your Honor, is where this will head if we can't get it.
And I know he knows that.
Yeah, he's,
And I believe he wants help, but you got to ask for it, man. Mr. Huziak, let me share one more thing with you, and then I'm going to let you go. I've been doing this job a long time, and one thing I'm firmly convinced of is we, human beings, we're comfortable in our own mess. It don't matter how bad our mess is, change is scarier than fixing things. And I think that's a big problem. A lot of the people I'm dealing with, like you, I think that's a big part of the problem is it's my mess. I know exactly what my mess has done to me. I know what to expect out of my mess going forward. And I'm better off with that than the unknown. I think it's human nature. It's also grossly self-destructive. Because dude, there's lots of help out there for you, but you got to make the first step. Emily, could recovery court help him at this point?
I would have to run his record to see if he would be eligible.
the assaultive crimes, do you?
No.
However, I don't,
I'm
I mean,
overhead.
considering where he's at this point, 416.
I know. That's what I'm worried about.
It's an issue for him, however, he was able to be on 6 days on the work program without incident.
Yep.
Are you supposed to live your out on the streets yet?
Yes, I am, but when I was here doing my work duty, I did have a car, and then my violation that suspended my license. But now that-
So he's got driving privileges to the state?
I'm unclear as to now, then.
Yeah, Secretary of State suspended my license because of non-compliance with the court.
Or more than likely, I would have to double check on JS misstatements, because I believe he's only made a payment of $20.
Right, yeah.
So it was suspended if you hadn't made it.
I can fix that. If I suspended him, I can unsuspend him. So if that's a major problem for getting him on track with what I need him to do,
Sure seems like it would. So we're thinking maybe then do a resentencing and see if he applies into treatment court?
talk to Shannon about that and see if there's any way that we can, if he doesn't fit the parameters, he doesn't fit the parameters. But I'm thinking the support aspect of recovery court could be beneficial to him.
And from a criminal history standpoint, there's nothing that would be prohibitive from, he has no assaultive, convictions,
Right,
no felonies.
right.
So geographically
All right, so
that are.
all right, I've sufficiently planned out all those seeds in your head, right?
Good.
So we'll talk September 24th. In the meantime, work with probation. Let's see what we can come up with.
Would that be here?
Yeah. I'm leaving it to Josh to make a request. So if he
We're
needs
talking about payment right now, about getting that lifted.
pay his restitution or reinstate,
Everything but we have to suspend.
when can you give me some money on your fines account?
Probably this weekend, I'd see if I can get
How much?
and probably $40.
I'll tell you what, come up with the 45 and I'll lift your suspension, but you let's get him on the road legally. And then you build me a plan. So on the 24th.
Excellent. Yeah, because
All right.
back to with the lift on or the hold on the driver's license being lifted, I think that would open up a lot.
No, I'm sorry, but that reinstatement fee, I paid to the court, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
And the reason I got to charge you 45 is we actually have to send money to Lansing to get
okay, I got
Hey.
it.
So instead of sending somebody else's money, I'm going to send yours.
I thought it was, I had to pay Secretary of State for some reason.
I don't think so.
It may be both,
It was the reinstatement fee.
Well, they might want 125 reinstatement.
and that's a non.
Yeah, I can't help you with that.
about that.
Okay, I get it. I will get it.
We got the jail on?
Oh, maybe now we do.
All right,
I remember.
be in contact, be in contact.
Got my number, right?
No, I do not.
That should be on our, well, I don't have a notepad with me. Grab a seat real quick. I'll write it down.
Give it to Josh.
Just a piece of paper, write my number up for him. Should be on this court file. I handed the lower file, but
Good luck, Mr. Uziak. Good morning, deputy. Who do you have for me?
Shimmery, Susan.
Who's that? Who's the attorney for Shimmery? All right, we got to put her in a breakout then?
Dollar. The Zoom that's not in custody.
Did you say McLean?
Yes, sir. And Heather, do I need to call them or are they logged in? Okay. Attorney Josh Hadley, bring up my client, Mr. Donald McLean, for today's show cause and a violation of probation, Your Honor. We have reviewed the statutory rights contested hearing. We're going to waive that. Mr. McLean does plead responsible, but we are on track mostly. So we'll go ahead and plead responsible to violation and prepared to provide an update.
All right, so where's he doing his treatment at?
Treatment is he has a scheduled intake at Elmhurst on August 25th. And that's in Detroit. The testing is actually our biggest bugaboo right now. I think he's going to have to find a new testing facility. The place that he'd gone to gave him a stack of paperwork for insurance purposes, everything else. And somehow or another that turned into kind of it sounds like a quagmire. He didn't qualify or didn't have the insurance they were looking for. I've advised him that most of our clients here pay out of pocket, find someplace to do the testing. So he can work with hopefully probation, maybe find another facility that's near where he lives. And then my understanding, looking at the receipt next to me, he is also paid in full.
So you paid the money off recently?
Today,
Okay.
all 1,200.
Where are you working?
I'm not working on it.
When's the last time you had a job?
It was 2024. I'm dealing with disability right now. I have a hearing September 23rd.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. So did you say he's currently set up for testing?
He's not. We got to find some place to test. The outfit that he'd found that he'd gone through, intake, started filling out paperwork. They'd been denied essentially. Like,
Right.
you don't have insurance or you're out of network, whatever it was.
Right.
I'm like, that shouldn't matter. So
Right.
we just need to find a new facility for him to test at.
Has he been doing any testing for us since his March sentencing 5 months ago?
I don't, let me double check.
And where's the intake treatment facility? Where's the intake at?
Elmhurst, it's in Detroit.
No Elmhurst, Mr. Trolley?
Yes. And no, he has not tested at all.
You're in East Point?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Do we have a facility in that area? Do you know?
Almost wondering if Elmhurst can do it.
I'd be surprised if they couldn't.
You know what was the name of the place he had the hard time with?
Everest,
Everest is the testing one.
I believe. Avar Health or Everest.
AverHealth. Was that out in St. Clair Shores?
Roseville. It's on, yeah. Those are too far from.
I like your suggestion. Let's see if the treatment facility can do testing.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like something that
So what's your plan with Elmhurst right now? You did intake, then what?
Uh,
Next.
So classes are twice a week from 9:30 to 11, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
So
When? Starting when?
I don't know yet. I won't know until the 25th. And
Next week.
next week.
All right, here's what I'm inclined to do. First of all, we're 5 months into a 12-month probation, so we're gonna extend probation 5 months. So his 12 months starts today.
understood.
We'll review this on the 24th at 12:30.
Yes.
So hopefully by the 24th of next month, you'll have a couple sessions with Elmhurst under your belt, and we'll have a plan in place so that we're doing some regular testing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's happy to help you work that out. She's happy to help you work that out. But neither one of them are going to call you and say, hey, what do we need to do to help you? Okay?
I understand.
All right.
And
So as long as,
I don't think Elmhurst does but they don't have something at least to advertise as testing, but they have to be able to, if they're not doing it,
he'll know somebody in his area.
they work with.
He'll know somebody in his area. Yeah. I'm assuming Elmhurst is close to home for you.
It's not necessarily close, but it's a facility that can work with me, my insurance and everything.
All right. So here's my, I'm going to tell you right now, if on the 24th, it looks like you're on track to being on track, then I'm fine. We're just going to roll the clock. If I see you on the 24th and you haven't done any sessions at Elmhurst and you still don't have a plan for testing, I'm not happy. There'll be sanctions.
John.
Understood? Okay. Any questions? All right. Good luck.
We greatly appreciate the grace, Your Honor. I will knock out this last Zoom, and I think that completes the job.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice.
You as well, sir. Who's on Zoom? I just want to put five.